Yeah, good.
All right, okay.
Sorry.
Testing.
Yeah.
All right, good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming here to the CME Group Tour Championship. We'll get this Wednesday kicked off with Lexi Thompson. Lexi, thanks for coming in. Rolex rankings number 4. You're 5th in the globe. This is a huge week for everybody. You're one of the players with a pretty decent chance at that, $1 million prize. I'm sure you have the goal of finishing off strong, but what's your main goal this week to finish off the 2015 season?
Yeah, I think we all come into this week wanting to win. That's always my number one goal going into every week. But, I'm just going to take it one shot at a time out there, hope for good weather conditions out there. But, stay in the moment, focus on doing my routine on every shot and not get ahead of myself and think about the big picture, just stay in the moment.
Sure. Now, this is your 4th season on tour. It feels like you've obviously been around for a little while. One of your best, seasons statistically. First in greens and regulation, a lot of your stats have been up. How would you grade this season for you? 2 victories, obviously a lot of top 10s. How would you grade the year overall?
I would say this has probably been my best year of my career yet, just with overall the consistency of it. Even if I didn't have the wins and just played consistent, had more top 10s, I would be very happy with it. Coming into the year, my goal was just to play consistent golf, worked on my short game a lot in the offseason, and that came around, and overall this year I've stayed very positive on the golf course, so I'm very happy with that.
Sure. All right, we'll open it up for questions right here in the front. Randall? Through the bacon.
Most important meal of the day.
Sorry. You look so fit, and I'm here eating bacon. I feel bad. This
It's
bacon
okay, I
doesn't
had like
taste
10
as good.
pieces. Who doesn't love bacon?
You talked about improving your game and working on your short game. Could you tell us how you addressed that, and how important that was to you maybe to improve that?
Yeah, well, I think golf, it always comes down to short game, especially putting. I've had my bad putting tournaments and the ups and downs, but I'm going to keep on working on it. I worked really hard in this last off season, and I'm going to work even harder this off season on my short game because I'm happy with my ball striking. Obviously, I want to keep it consistent and straight, but I think it all comes down to short game, especially coming down the stretch because you're not always going to ball strike it well every day. But yeah, I think it's been a lot better this year, so I'm going to try to keep on improving.
Just a follow-up to that. I believe you're still 4 in the world, right? 4? Right. So you're right there. And the players in front of you have been number 1 for the last 2.5, 3 years. So I'm wondering, when you look at them, is that what you think it will take to get into that mix for the number 1? Is that part of the game? Or what do you evaluate as getting you there into the race for number 1?
Yeah, I do believe if my short game improves more, that'll get me towards the top even more. But, I have 3 spectacular players in front of me, and it's going to be tough to catch them. But, I'm just going to take one tournament at a time. I definitely need to win a few more times to get up there, but I'm just going to take it one shot at a time. I have my own small goals that I want to accomplish, and improving my short game even more is definitely one of my top goals this offseason.
Go ahead, Bill.
Lexi, having won at 16 and several other times as a teenager, you've had a front row seat at this trend of young players doing so very, very well. This year, Se Young Kim, 3 wins. What's your take on this trend? And, is it just going to accelerate, do you think, when other players see these young players doing what they're doing?
Yeah, I think so. The game is getting younger and younger with Lydia Ko, Se Young Kim, Brooke Henderson, Charlie Hull. There's so many young girls out here, and, I think it's great to see. I'm only 20, but it seems like I'm kind of a veteran out here now. But it's great to see that women's golf is growing, and I think seeing the Se Young Kim or Lydia Ko play so well out here, I think that's making girls realize that it is possible to accomplish those goals. And, if you put in the hard work and you dedicate yourself to accomplishing the goals that you want, that it is possible.
Lexi, so much talk about, this time last year it was a big three with Lydia, MB, and Stacy, and this year it's a little bit more of a focus on the big two with Lydia and MB. How important, I know you mentioned the improved short game, but big picture, how important is it to you to become part of that group, to become part of the big two, big three, big four? Do you think about that at all?
I can't say I really think about that. I mean, with golf, you just really, it's kind of selfish, but you kind of have to just worry about yourself and not worry about all the other players, because then if you get caught up thinking about ranking or other players that are ahead of you that you're trying to beat, it'll just get to you and you won't play what you're capable of. So you have to go out there, just try to do your best, just focus on the positive things that you're doing well and just keep on trying to do better and improve on yourself and your game, and then you'll see the results that you want to.
Yeah, given that you're only 20, but you've been doing this for a while now, is there anything that you've learned to do, whether it's in the gym or pacing yourself with practice, to kind of safeguard your longevity so that you're not getting injured, you're going to be out here for a while?
Yeah, I would definitely say just some things I've learned is just playing in the tournaments that, I really enjoy playing, the golf courses I enjoy playing at, but not really tiring myself out, especially in the beginning of the year, playing 4 or 5 week stretches. I don't usually do. I usually don't play more than 3 weeks in a row. I know that might change next year, but I've definitely learned along the way. And in the gym, I don't work out as much on the road just so I don't get too tired out or sore during my tournaments. So I've definitely learned that, because I came out here and I was working out hard and I was tired some of the days. So it's a learning experience. Every day out here is.
You said you're having your best year on the golf course. Are you fitter than ever as well?
I would like to think so. I don't know. What do you guys think? No, I'm just kidding. I put in a lot of time at the gym in these last 2 years. Just trying to improve on things on my body and just trying to feel good out on the golf course, make sure I get through my days a lot easier, making sure I get in my cardio and focus on core strength, and that's extremely important with the golf swing and balance exercises. So, I have my own fitness goals for this off season too. So it's going to be a fun few months for me, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Want to share those goals? The fitness goals.
I would just say getting stronger. Improving core strength, that's my number one goal, I think, and flexibility and probably growing lower body strength-wise.
Lexi, just going back to the putting, you said you worked very hard to improve it. How much, though, do you think putting is an innate thing that more so than maybe ball striking? That you're either born as a great putter or not. Is there any truth to that?
Well, kind of, yeah. But I believe that even if you're not a very good putter, if you put in the hard work, putting is all about confidence. Visualizing your putt, seeing it go in the hole, and the speed that you want it, the roll that you want to have it on the golf ball. I think it's all visualization and feel. And I think definitely people are more born with that than the others. But I believe if you practice hard enough and put in the work on the greens, you can improve on it tremendously.
I want to ask you also, this week we have the finale and the Wounded Warrior projects all year. We've been doing Eagles on the weekend and donating. You're very passionate about supporting the armed forces and Wounded Warriors particularly. Mm-hmm. How special is that to see all that come together here? Meeting. I know you meet soldiers and our military all the time, but how cool is that to see that kind of come to close here this week?
Yeah, it's incredible. I think what the LPGA has done with the Wounded Warrior Project is amazing. I've been involved with the Wounded Warrior Project for, ever since I turned professional at the Navistar LPGA Classic. I donated to them, and I've gotten to meet some amazing people along the way, and I can't even describe the stories I've heard from them. And it's an honor to meet them and, to be able to thank them in person for their service and what they do, and be able to come out here, follow our dreams, and play golf for a living, and, and have them do what they do. But to see them out here, I think there was a few playing in the Pro-Am yesterday, which is great to see, and I did caddy for the Cure last year, and it's great to give back to the Warriors, and it's great to see the huge amount of donation that we've made this year for the Wounded Warrior Project, so I'm glad that I'm a part of it.
All right. Any other questions for Lexi? Well, thank you for coming in, and good luck this week.
Thank you.